what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be mixing all of my foundations together. I have 10 foundations in front of me because that is all of the foundations that I have at the moment. And I'm super excited to be doing this video. I've been wanting to do it ever since I saw Amanda Ensing do this video. I know a few other people have done videos like this where they mix different makeup products together and a bunch of different things, but hers is the one that I specifically saw, and it just looked so satisfying to see all of the different consistencies and colors and foundations mixed together and then seeing the end result, because honestly, in her video, it didn't end up that bad. So I'm hoping that it goes well for me today as well, and maybe I'll create like the perfect foundation. I don't know, we'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And before we get into this video, if you guys like me and you like my channel, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let's try and get this video to 50 thumbs up. I think that's pretty reasonable. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I would really love to have you guys here. So without further ado, if you guys want to watch me mix all of my foundations together and see the end result, then please keep watching. Okay, so I obviously want to give this a fair shot, so I'm going to start out with priming my face like always with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm just going to apply this all over my skin before we apply the foundation because I have a feeling that my skin is not gonna like this very much, but I'm just going to make sure it's primed just like I normally would. I'm low-key kind of nervous that my skin is gonna like fall off after this. Hopefully not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I am going to describe the finish and the like coverage slash consistency of each foundation, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of the foundations that I'm mixing together and like how different they are. I thought that would be kind of a cool idea. You guys can probably tell once I'm pumping these in, like you can probably see like the different consistencies and stuff, but if I'm describing it to you, then I feel like you'll get a better idea. So the first foundation I'm gonna start out with is the Fenty Beauty Foundation, and this foundation is a soft matte finish, and I would say it is a medium coverage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pump this into my bowl. I think I'm gonna do 2 pumps of each foundation and not 1, just so I give it a fair chance. So that's the first foundation in there. Obviously it looks like a little bit, but it's definitely gonna add up. So the next foundation that I'm gonna be going in with is more of like a BB cream CC cream, but I will put this in here anyway. It is the IT Cosmetics CC cream, and this is a full coverage CC cream. It's definitely, I'd say, like kind of a lighter consistency than a full coverage foundation since it is a CC cream, but it is just like a natural finish. It's not dewy, it's not matte, it's just kind of in between. But since this one is a little bit light for me right now, I do have this mini version of it that is in the shade medium, so I'm gonna be using this one instead. The next foundation that I'm going to be using is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and this is definitely probably my lightest consistency in a foundation. It's super like almost watery, but it feels super nice on the skin. It's a dewy finish and definitely a lighter coverage. The next foundation I'm gonna go in with is the Makeup Forever HD Foundation. This one is for when I'm dark in the summer. As you can see, it's way too dark for me. Again, the same thing as the IT Cosmetics foundation. I have a little mini version right here, so I'm gonna be using this one instead. It's in the shade Y245, and this one's in the shade Y405, so you can tell the difference there. But this is definitely medium to full coverage. It's, I'd say, a natural finish, not really dewy, not really matte, kind of in between. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one as well. The next foundation I'm gonna use is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus Foundation. This is a super matte coverage. I used to love this foundation. It used to be like my absolute favorite foundation. It's definitely full coverage and super matte. So the next foundation I'm going to use is also a BB cream. It is the Maybelline Dream BB Cream, and this is just a very light consistency, very light coverage. I usually wear this in the summertime if I don't feel like wearing a heavy foundation. It's super moisturizing and a very dewy finish. The next foundation I'm going to use doesn't have a pump, which is going to be kind of difficult, but I'm just going to kind of pour it in there. So this is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation. This one is definitely dark for me right now, but hopefully with the rest of the colors and consistencies, it ends up working out in the end. This foundation is definitely on the matter side, but I would say it's more of a natural finish. I don't think it's too matte, but it's not dewy whatsoever. It's just kind of in the middle. I feel like I'm saying that for a lot of these foundations. You can probably tell that I like more of a natural finish. And I would say this foundation is a medium coverage. The next foundation I'm going to use is also almost empty. A lot of these are almost empty, but I wanted to use them anyway. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done. I used to be obsessed with mixing this foundation with the Makeup Forever HD foundation. It was like the perfect foundation combination. So I know this one mixes well with other foundations, so hopefully it works out. I would definitely say this is a light to medium coverage, mainly a light coverage, and it's more of like a dewy finish, maybe kind of in the middle, but definitely more towards the dewy side. So the last foundation that I'm going to be mixing into my bowl is the YSL All Hours Foundation, my favorite foundation at the moment. It is definitely a medium to full coverage, more on the full side in my personal opinion, and I would say it is a natural finish. So that is all of the foundations in there that I'm going to be mixing together. You can see like all the different consistencies and colors. It just looks super cool, honestly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the back of this blending brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all of it together. It honestly smells really good. The strongest scent that I can smell in it is the YSL foundation, which is really weird. I wonder why. It smells good to me. So this is all the foundations mixed together. It looks like so much, oh my gosh. I feel like I just wasted a bunch of foundation, but honestly it's worth it for this video because I'm super excited to see how this turns out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my mixed foundations and I'm going to apply this all over my face with my black beauty blender and hopefully it doesn't burn my skin off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dip it in there and I'm going to apply this on my face. It's definitely very full coverage so far. I feel like that looks pretty good. It looks kind of dark, but it's okay, I'll work with it. I feel like it's definitely gonna oxidize, so we'll see how that goes. This isn't as like different as I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be like such a big difference, but like it's like really full coverage, but like it feels pretty normal. Like I don't feel any burning. It doesn't feel like extraordinarily heavy. It just feels like a little heavier than usual. So that is foundation blended into my skin. It's kind of starting to crease into like fine lines and stuff, but other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Definitely a little bit dark for me, but it doesn't look too shabby. It's not like intensely cakey or anything, but it's definitely pretty full coverage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I'll be back to show you guys a close-up and give you guys my final thoughts. So I just went ahead and finished off the rest of my face makeup. I did concealer, set my face, did contour, blush, highlight, everything. And then I set it with a setting spray and I just put some mascara on. But I'm not gonna lie, this foundation actually looks really good. There's not really much that I could say that's like bad about it. My face doesn't feel weird. I don't feel like I'm getting like a weird reaction or anything. Like I can usually feel if a foundation is gonna break my face out, but this one doesn't feel like extraordinarily heavy, or it's not like tingling or itching or anything weird. I do think it's like starting to crease a little bit in fine lines, but that's kind of expected considering how many foundations I just mixed together. But I did not expect this to turn out as well as it did. Like I actually think I'm going to scoop this and like put it in a small sample cup that you get like from Sephora so I can save it and not waste it. If it doesn't break out my skin or anything, then I'm definitely gonna use it again because I actually think it looks really good and really full coverage. I'll just go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see what it looks like. So this is what the foundation looks like up close. I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look crazy. It's definitely like a little bit dark, but I think I made it work overall. You can see it's like kind of like creasing into like fine lines, like barely, like the littlest bit. But that's the only thing I can say about it. It looks so good in my opinion. I really love the way it looks on my skin. So yeah, that's basically it on my final thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. I really had a lot of fun mixing all of my foundations together, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as well. If you guys want to be notified for every time I upload a video, I've been posting every Saturday recently, but I definitely want to make sure to get back onto my Thursday and Saturday schedule. So if you guys want to be notified for when I post, then definitely hit the bell icon down below so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video again, and I hope to see you guys next time.